Hello everyone, this is Juvio of Podcast About List, Movie Mondays, and Beers We Drank fame. As you may all know, next week we will be releasing our 300th episode of Podcast About List. So to celebrate this momentous occasion, we will be doing the first ever live 12-hour Podcast About List podcast episode. It will be live streamed on our YouTube channel on July 24th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. See you then. I love you.
Welcome to Two Peas on a Pod with Patrick and Pierce. I'm your host, Patrick.
And I'm your co-host, as always, Pierce.
Wow, we've got an incredible show for you today. Today, we're going to be discussing a lot of world events, and we'll even have a funny list that we're going to read.
That's awesome. So, Patrick, as part of the show, we do a little bit of housekeeping at the beginning, as you know.
Yeah.
So, and this is separate from the actual content of the show, which is when we dive into world events.
Yeah.
So, as part of housekeeping and just sort of like little banter to get our listeners in the mood, what was your favorite piece of news that happened
This weekend?
Yeah, but be careful. Be careful not to step on the be careful not to step on the content of the show, which is when we talk about current events.
Okay. So my favorite news of the weekend that had nothing to do with current events.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I don't know.
I'll start. Donald Trump almost got shot in the head. It was
Wait, that's current events, though.
No. Oh, it is?
Yeah. I would say that's current events.
People are okay. I saw it on my phone. If
you saw it on your phone, then...
I saw it on my phone and it spoke to me.
Yeah.
I actually saw, did I tell you how I saw it?
No.
I was getting two tall boys at a bodega for like date night, BYOB at a dumpling place, and I'm checking out, and the woman who's helping me, she goes, "Look behind you." I just look behind me, I see the TV, and Donald Trump is giving a speech, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, Donald Trump."
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
She's like,
the rats.
She's like,
I hate this
look,
orange
look.
bastard.
I said, bastardo naranja. And she said, no, look, they tried to kill Donald Trump. And then I look and I see like the Secret Service and I'm like, oh yeah, I mean, I don't know if you remember like in 2016, someone yanked on his pant leg while he was giving a speech and he was just kind of like, oh. And I was like, so I was positive and I was like, oh, it's another pant leg yank.
Yeah. And you told the lady that?
Yeah, I was like,
oh, it's just another pant leg yank.
This happens.
Yeah.
Presidents get yanked. But
their pants get yanked.
I don't think they tried to kill Donald Trump.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, look, they tried to kill him. And then I look and then I see him do this and I'm like, oh, fuck. Oh,
yeah,
Jesus.
the blood coming down his face.
Yeah. And then she was like, yes, look, it is so bizarre. He is in Pennsylvania.
That's the crazy part.
The end of the tale is that he's in
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Look.
They tried to kill him in Pennsylvania. And I was like, yeah, it's pretty wild.
That is wild. I mean, it really has like... I mean, genuinely already don't care about it.
Yeah.
I already don't give a shit.
It's just not that funny.
No.
I mean, I guess...
It's not even because it was fun. Like, I'm just not interested.
No.
I
wish I was more interested in Crooks.
Yeah.
But...
No, he's boring.
Yeah.
He's fucking boring.
He's giving major coworker energy.
Yeah, he's the coworker shooter.
He's the only coworker shooter we're ever
He's
gonna
a
have.
fucking coworker shooter. He's not like one of these real guys like Paddock.
No. Having to remember who Paddock is. No, Paddock was, I think Paddock was customer.
Yeah.
Paddock's
the guy that comes in and tells, like, you know. It's
he's
like,
the regular at the casino.
Oh, yeah, you know. This is a pretty interesting. Oh, this song's pretty good. Have you ever heard of this?
Yeah. What'll it be today, Steve?
Yeah.
This song's pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Why does no one think my taste in music is interesting?
I was saying like a customer comes, like there's coworker, but then there's customer.
No, yeah, and
like
Stephen
coworker.
Paddock is the kind of guy who says, "Hey, have you heard the new Kesha?"
Yeah.
And they're
is there new Kesha?
Have you?
Have I heard it?
Joyride.
Yeah.
It's pretty tight. But that's why Paddock shot up whatever it was, country music festival.
He likes Kesha so much.
Nice.
It was Kesha's fault. She radicalized Paddock.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think that they only shot Crooks once.
Yeah.
And when I saw a picture and he looked like a dead Gazan.
I mean, look at his head. It wasn't hard to miss.
Yeah.
He had that big Habsburg jaw.
Yeah, he's got a body like me. I bet, like, one bullet through the top of his head, it goes all the way through his ankle. And it still has enough velocity to kill 2 toddlers. He's just got tissuey body.
Yeah,
It's so funny to watch him just crawling on the roof and just like, there's a man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That video. The guy post. There's like that one video where it's like a guy being interviewed after, and he's wearing like the biggest like MAGA visor.
Oh yeah, with the fake hair. Yeah.
Like I was like watching that clip, and I got so distracted by the hat because I was like, the bill on that hat is so long.
Yeah.
I like
cool
fully forgot that he's like talking about like like an attempted assassination.
Yeah. Well, no one has anything interesting to say about any of it. It's just like, we saw that there was a guy acting weird. It's like, it's actually not a crime to even be on a roof.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're ugly and you're on a roof, technically the police don't have to do anything. We all were shouting about the ugliest guy we've ever seen wiggling on a roof. It's not even like they were like really trying to get attention. Just like, look!
Oh my God!
Like barely using their outside voice during a rally. There's like huge speakers mounted on cranes.
The story was that those people that saw him on that were like coming back from hanging out in the woods. They were tailgating the Trump rally.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Just like
in the woods.
Like, yeah, I didn't even want to see the speech.
I mean, I'm from Pennsylvania, and it's the kind of you'll have a friend group that's like, I guess we should hang out. There's an event, but let's not go into the crowd.
Yeah.
Let's just watch it from the woods.
Yeah, let's go start a little fire.
That's someone's idea, and then it's like no one can commit. They're just like, should we just wander over to see what's going on? It's like, no, we said we were gonna hang out in the woods.
Hanging out in the woods like while there's a huge rally going on too is like so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing that?
In Pennsylvania, it's like breathing. It's like it's every day is about kind of wandering into and it's not even real woods. It's like every woods is just like there's trees in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
And the thing to do in Pennsylvania is going in and out of the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put a couple chairs down. Mm-hmm. You just go in and out. You go back and forth to the chairs.
That's right.
It's either I'm going to go into the house and walk past my other chairs, or I'm going to go to the woods where there's more chairs out there.
Yeah. Your attention span allows for like one run of special features on a DVD or flipping over 5 rocks to see worms. Yeah. Once you hit your worm limit, you're going to watch a gag reel.
We're watching a blooper reels of the Three Stooges movie from 2012.
Yeah. We're watching we have Shrek 2 and Spider-Man 1.
These are your 2 choices.
Yeah. And we flip the rocks, but we don't flip them back over.
Yeah, no, the rock's staying. You see all that brown, like the stain, the brown stain on the bottom of the rock. You're just gonna see that forever.
Yeah. And no one has the patience to make a time capsule. It's all about flipping a rock, leaving it, and then letting the ecosystem reset around that rock so that a new colony of critters will be under there.
Oh, I remember that. I remember when we flipped that rock.
Yeah.
You walk by it every day like, that's the fucking rock I flipped.
Yeah. Should we go flip another rock?
Let's watch Spider-Man.
Nah. Let's watch Bigger, Longer, and Uncut.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, dude.
Oh!
Yeah. You couldn't play videos on a GameCube, right?
I mean, you could.
If you had the Star Wars lightsaber battle game, you could watch clips of Episode 3.
Yeah, I think so. I think in the Revenge of the Sith game, maybe they had it.
But I think that's the only video clip I remember watching on a GameCube.
I had this game called the Ribbit King Plus, and it came with a bonus disc that just had like commercials for the game that were in Japan.
It's so funny how you can get yourself to watch that so many. You're just like, well, I've never really seen.
Yeah, I haven't. I mean, I have the disc. I might as well go through and watch every single commercial spot for Ribbit King.
I just got Guyver 1, this movie that Cameron and I like.
Oh,
this,
yeah.
You
guys have shown me Guyver.
Yeah. it's got Mark Hamill in it, but it's like a really stupid, almost like a children's movie about like it's like Power Rangers level, but there's also extreme body horror in it.
Yeah.
For no reason. Like Mark Hamill he like becomes a bug and his head is like sliding out of a bug and they make him like wear this they don't even use an animatronic. They like make him have this weird rubber mandible thing in his mouth and he's just like, ugh, it's covered in slime. And then he dies.
Isn't this like only available on like YouTube? There's never been like a physical release.
So they just remastered it and I got it and there's special features. And I watched the movie and then I'm like, now I'm just watching special features.
Yeah.
And I'm watching, the alternate title sequence. It's the exact same title sequence.
The font is different.
No, in Europe, they call the movie Mutronics instead of Guyver.
Oh, that's a better name.
I know, it's so much better.
That's so good.
And like I think it was advertised more. There's one rapping mutant in the movie, and so every trailer is just like it's basically called the rapping mutant, and it's just like they really do give him star power in the movie for no reason. But yeah, so the alternate title sequence, it's just everything is the exact same except it's trimmed for 4:3 for TV.
Mm.
You already watched this movie in the 4K restoration. Now you're watching a 6-minute scene. The 6-minute scene that leads to the opening credits, which is like the Terminator theme, like a ripoff of that.
Yeah.
With like, the scanning letters.
Yeah, you guys showed me the Guyver intro for something. I've seen the Guyver intro a bunch of...
I think the anime intro, when we were writing the... Yeah. And then instead of saying Guyver, it says Mutronics. That makes it into the special features. I watched it twice. I kept trying to fast forward past the 6 minutes of lead up to the title sequence. And I fuck it up on the PS5. This is the stupidest story ever. I keep fucking it up on the PS5 controller. I'm going from 30x to 120x. I miss it. I watch again. I miss it. I watch again. I miss it. And then I finally get to it and it just says Mutronics instead of I burned like 20 minutes on special features just trying to see the word.
This is what you were doing immediately before you went to the bodega and saw the Trump news.
This was this morning.
This morning? This is what you were doing before when I texted you.
Woke up at 7 a.m. and I did that.
Hey, do you want to come on? Caleb and Cam aren't here.
Yeah. I'm like negotiating. I'm like, when?
Yeah.
I have a few more things.
Yeah, I'm a little busy this morning.
My girlfriend walks in and I'm watching how sometimes special features will just have a slideshow.
Yeah.
But the slideshow is just on it's
just
a video clip.
It's one picture, right?
Yeah, but it's not the kind of thing where like on Laserdisc or whatever, sometimes you can advance through the pictures, but on this one it's just like it's one still at a time.
Oh,
and then in the middle of it they just have like a double-spaced essay written by the filmmakers. Just like, we really wanted to make this movie, and then we did. It's like eight pages of them talking about how they successfully made it.
Yeah.
And she wakes up and she watches me watch it, and she's like, what are you doing? You could just be on the internet.
Yeah, you could be reading something else. You could be reading Jack Black's letter to the fans.
Right.
So insane.
Yeah.
I did, like, genuinely get mad. I was like,
yeah, I know.
I read it and I was like, this is fucking shit, man.
Yeah.
This is fucking bullshit.
Why? Why is it bullshit? I know what you mean, but I'm wondering, what is it about Jack Black saying that we're canceling the tour that is so unexpected?
Well, just keep doing it. Just keep doing the tour.
I guess what you should do is pretend that it didn't happen.
Yeah. You don't need to do this whole PR thing. Like, maybe they're just worried about ticket sales.
Right.
Like, you
said that they were gonna get deported.
Yeah, they were going to get deported, but I mean, get deported and then go to the fucking next country on the tour.
Yeah.
Like, you just gave yourself 3 days off and you're putting out this big statement.
Yeah.
You gave yourself fucking 3 days off. You could be like, I'm in Australia. Where else could I go? Oh, I could go to this other fucking island over here.
Right.
I could go to
right, Arthur.
I could go to New Zealand for a little bit.
Yeah. Australia was where you went if you were in the British colonies.
Yeah, that was it. It was a prison.
Right. So that's where you went if you said something like, I'm going to kill me a president.
No.
You are going to the weird island. So then you're on the weird island, you say, all right, I'm going to kill me a prime minister. Mm-hmm. Then they send you to, it's overflowing with other weird islands.
Yeah.
Yeah. They'll just send you.
Just send you over there.
Yeah.
Just send you to another
Yeah. When Australia threatens to deport an American, they just say, we're going to put you on a boat.
Yeah, we're gonna put you away.
Yeah.
We're gonna send you somewhere else.
Yeah. You will land on another island.
Yeah.
Full of...
Getting deported from us or getting deported from anywhere is like, who fucking gives a shit?
Oh,
I'll just go somewhere else. Oh no.
You will have to go to another place. Yeah, there'll be people there.
Yeah, there'll be people, and you'll have to adjust to a new life.
Yeah, you'll have to eat new food.
Oh, and you're not gonna know you're gonna have to learn Celsius. Hey, get ready to learn Celsius.
Oh yeah, and you have to root for new teams.
Yeah, the Toronto Argonauts. Good luck learning about all that shit.
Oh no!
Your brain can't even fathom Pinball Clemens.
What is that?
That's a player for the Toronto Argonauts.
Right. Yeah, see? I actually would hate it.
See? You can't. I said your brain wouldn't even fathom him.
Yeah. But I guess it would if I was forced to.
If I told you in 1 second after I said his name.
You get deported?
Oh. I have no country. What am I going to do?
Yeah. No, it's fine.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like deportation, I mean, unless you're going back to like a war-torn country or...
Right. But how often does that happen?
Oh, my God. I bet not a lot.
Yeah.
I bet not a lot.
No.
No way.
Well, what else? What else happened?
What else happened in the news this week? I mean, literally the only thing was Trump getting shot.
Yeah.
But he got shot. There was a piece of glass that
That's fake.
That's fake? Okay.
It's so funny. People are like just trying to just say that this is the coolest thing that's happened in a long time. Just like, it wasn't cool because actually the bullet, he bled for a reason that wasn't cool. It's like, what do they say? They say the teleprompter fracture?
Yeah, something like that.
Teleprompter is completely normal. In every picture, the teleprompter is there. It's cool.
Well, it was a little cool. I did watch it, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I don't think I like seeing people get shot. I don't think I like that.
Yeah, but everyone feels that way. But I think that...
Some people don't.
No, it's true.
Some people are loons.
Kyle Gass.
Yeah.
But Donald Trump was trying to tell... Donald Trump was trying to tell the Patrick Dorans of the world, it's okay, baby.
Mm-hmm.
He raised his fist to tell you.
Yeah.
Except actually, sometimes it's fine when someone gets shot.
It's okay. It's cool.
It's cool, man.
And now I know it's cool because of the fist bump.
Right.
Now I know it's completely cool.
I think it would be really, really... I don't think anyone could replicate. Sometimes I think, why don't people get crucified anymore? Like,
well, because it's illegal.
No, not everywhere actually.
Really?
Yeah, I think in Saudi Arabia people still get crucified, but we just don't hear about it. I mean, people get their heads cut off. Literally, people get their heads cut off.
Yeah.
But I was wondering why, if you're like a really devout Christian, wouldn't you want to just be like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do the whole passion, the whole scourge. I mean,
okay. So like the same way that people like walk up the like 110 flights of stairs for like the first responders.
Yeah, exactly.
Doing that, but for Christ.
It's so people love Christ, so why not just
do the whole thing?
Yeah,
do the whole shebang.
People light themselves on fire for all kinds of causes. So I mean, it's so like, and also it's kind of like hack to light yourself on fire. It's like every time you do it, it's like, you know, you're just ripping off the last guy to have done that, right?
Fucking copycat.
Yeah. So if you're gonna be a copycat anyway, why not copycat the most famous political death in human history?
So you know what? You know what the problem with that is? You need like some Roman soldiers to help you out.
I know. Yeah. Well, that's the other thing. You can't really do it yourself. So anyway, I researched this. There was an Italian guy who tried crucifying himself out of his window. He tried it like 3 times. I think he like hung up a little fisherman's net and like tied his arms to a board and then like hopped into the net that was dangling from his window. People kept rescuing him.
Yeah.
So he was trying to die, but he kept getting rescued.
What do you mean he like...
Well, he needed to be suspended, right?
Yeah.
So that's what the net was for. The net was to catch him when he went out of his window.
So this was the
there
thing?
You go.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, apparently...
when you said that, I thought that this happened in like 1990.
I think this was in the 1800s or 1700s. So anyway, check this out. There are some people in the Philippines who crucify themselves every Good Friday. And there's one guy who's been doing it every year for the last 35 years. They sterilize nails, and then he gets the nails driven through his hands. They have like red ribbons that keep his arms up so that his arms don't like actually slide through the nails. But he's been doing it he took 1 year off for COVID. But he does it every 35 years. And every time he does it, he says, I would really like it if someone took my place. I don't want to do this anymore. And everyone says, you don't have to do it anymore. And he says,
no,
come on.
Someone's got to.
Yeah.
If I'm not doing it, someone else has to.
But I was talking to Caleb. I would really like to take I don't speak Filipino. I just fly down there every Good Friday. I'm like, all right, let's put it through my hands.
It's me. Ah.
But he only does it. I think he's pretty old now. He's like
doing
50.
a set before.
Yeah. So I know I look like Filipino Jesus.
Yeah.
I look like Jesus's bodega guy. Anyway.
All right, let's get this done.
What else? Yeah. It's crazy. There's pictures of like the hill, and it's not just him.
Imagine the nut Adam Curtis would have busted if he did it during COVID with the mask on and everything.
Oh my God, you're so right.
It would have been the next like whatever movie he's working on, just that's the DVD cover. That'd have been so crazy.
And like, I mean, there's a sort of like there's like a parade aspect to it. Like the crosses aren't like really, they look like fake cross. Everything looks fake except they are getting real nails driven into their
foam.
hands. Everything kind of looks. It's like Technicolor. It looks, and there's like tents for the spectators who are all like recording it on their phones or whatever.
Going live on Instagram.
Yeah, so it looks like a Ren Fair crucifixion, but people actually
it's a real So he's basically just doing sword swallowing.
Yeah, in a way. Yeah. I mean, there's no way you can continue using your hands fully after getting nails driven in every year, even if it's for 5 minutes.
I mean, you're fucking. Maybe this guy's a fucking liar.
Yeah.
Maybe
that's the other thing.
Maybe these are prop things.
The other thing about the assassination attempt is just like, it's staged. It's like, okay, so if it was staged, that means that the two things are possible, which is that no one told Trump that they were going to do this, and that they had the most highly skilled sniper of all time shoot a piece of his ear off without trying to kill him, or that Trump was in on it. And if Trump was in on it, that means one of two things: that they said, you have to do this. You have no choice. If you don't rub your ear with fake blood, we actually are going to kill you. So you have to want to do it. Yeah. Or he said, I want to do this.
I want to get shot.
Yeah.
I want to get shot in front of everyone like Teddy Roosevelt. Was it Teddy Roosevelt or Andrew Jackson? Which one?
I think it was Roosevelt that got shot in front of everyone. But if Trump wanted to do it, that means that he completely lost control over the staging of it, because he looks a little bit like an idiot for most of it. Like, this is cool, obviously.
Yeah.
But like... this does not look great.
There is a video I saw. It's like him talking to RFK. Like somebody is like recording RFK on speakerphone with Trump. Mm-hmm. And I guess Trump like referred to it as like the worst mosquito bite in the world.
I think I just read that his favorite song is "That All There Is." Is that all there is? You know that song where it's like this woman is like, I watched my house burn down as a kid, and then when the fire was over,
who sings this?
Peggy Lee.
Betty White.
Peggy Lee sings it. It's a really good song. Yeah. So her house burns down. It's like she just describes like peak experiences, like the most magnificent or horrible things that could happen to someone, and then she asks, "But is that all there is? Mm-hmm. Nothing else? Like your house burns down and then there's smoke and it smolders."
Did he like walk out to that at the RNC or whatever?
I think it's just privately his favorite song, in the same way that like Cats is his favorite movie or whatever.
Dude, it's so funny imagining him listening to music at all.
I know.
That video of him listening to Blank Space, like you see that and it's like, oh yeah, he's only listening to that because like it's on. Like that's like like, oh yeah, this is on like the like popular radio station.
Well, I mean, I've completely 100% come around to seeing why he might be the coolest guy whoever. Like, I mean, say what you will about like a narcissistic personality disorder or a dictator or a just an evil guy. He just lives so hard. Just like whatever's happening, he's just like, let's just fucking drink Coke and eat burgers and drive and listen to whatever's on and just groove.
Yeah, if he wasn't doing all this, it would be if he wasn't, running for president.
I know, but honestly, good for him.
That fucking video of him on Wendy Williams.
Yeah.
So sick.
He just does. He lives correctly. You could be president if you really put your mind to it. You're just afraid.
Yeah.
He's not afraid.
Well, I'm also not old enough.
Right. What I mean is you could sort of sow the seeds now. You could host like a popular you could be the host of a popular sort of entertainment IP. If you wanted to, Patrick.
Yeah.
You could be like, I don't know, you could have a substantial internet following. You could sort of plant the seeds that would eventually lead you to be
okay.
Yeah,
I
like
see what you're saying now. Like a J.D. Vance.
Right. Yeah, you could be close to political office.
Yeah.
If like you, Patrick,
There's
if you
no
wanted to
way.
be, you could be like a sort of a rizzed up entertainer, someone who is in not even necessarily like the mainstream public conscious, but does that even exist anymore? I don't know if you're going to get water cooler superstars, but you could, Patrick, if you wanted to, you could be kind of popular among, I don't know, Zoomers, Twitter users.
Interesting.
Yeah, and eventually you could parlay that into being the president.
Into being the president of the United States.
Yeah. But the reason you won't is because you're too ashamed.
Yeah.
Whereas Donald Trump...
Well, he's not. Yeah.
is cool. Whereas he's kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It would be so awesome if he drank and smoked, man.
Dude,
Smoked.
if he did... That's so... what, his, brother died from, drinking too much?
Yeah. Pussy.
Yeah. If his brother didn't die, if his brother was just,
Around?
good at drinking...
Yeah. His brother wasn't... How do you fucking...
What did he drink too much and then fall and hit his head, or did he die from liver failure?
I don't know. He must have died in some embarrassing way. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think if you just drive... Well... Trump is the kind of guy to be like, I would never get liver failure. My body would never fail me. Yeah.
My body's power. My body's completely powerful. Did you see the fucking video of him? Sam showed me this. There's a video of him a week before this assassination attempt where he's talking about somebody's talking to him about, he's telling a story about Chris Christie.
Uh-huh.
Somebody talking to him about Chris Christie, and he says,
"Oh yeah, he's never fat. You couldn't call someone fat.
We have to be nice. You can." Yeah, the fucking clip is so good. Man.
I would never call someone a fat pig.
I would never call someone a fat pig, and then he says, he's like, "Oh, Chris Christie's fat." I said, "Sir, you can't call him that." Then he says he's a fat pig. I say, "Sir." The delivery,
awesome.
The delivery's so good.
Yeah,
it's so crazy.
I know. He's funny in a way that you can only try to be that kind of funny. I mean, yeah,
man.
He reminds me of Heidecker in that way. Well, I guess that's all the housekeeping, right?
Yeah, I guess that is all the housekeeping. I did make I found a list.
Let's do it. I love list.
I love list. I found a list of this is a new website. This is in kind of a list of websites that Cameron has found.
Mm-hmm.
And I was scrolling through this morning, and I was blown away by this amazing website called Wonderslist.com. And these are the top 2 lists on the website right now.
Great.
The first list, Alberta, Canada, a must-visit destination in 2024. And then the second most popular list on the website, top 10 countries with the highest rape crime in the world.
Okay, so which did you elect to talk about?
This is a really
today?
broad... Oh, I didn't talk about any of these two. I just
the
wanted to
list.
show that
Just the
these are the 2 top choices on the web. These are the 2 highest traffic lists on the website right now.
Great.
Is people being like, "Oh, should I go to Edmonton?" And where
shouldn't I go?
Where shouldn't I go? hopefully Canada's not on this list.
Right.
And then there's a bunch of other amazing lists on here, like why Father's Day hamper is the best gift to give for Father's Day. Mm-hmm. Top 10 most beautiful Israeli female soldiers. Top 10 facts about creepy crawlies that will tickle your funny bone, and top 10 Bollywood stars who went to jail for crimes. All
Oh my
caps.
God.
Yeah.
These all strike me as interesting enough for maybe 3 to 4 episodes of Podcast About List.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I only looked at 2 by the author Andrea John, and Andrea John made this list here: top 10 bizarre fashion trends that got the hype for no reason. And the description of this says, fashion trends come and go, and even though we all love following fashions, sometimes it just gets completely weird. There are some fashion trends that you just can't seem to understand. Fashion designers like to bring out their creativity on the runway, and we get that, but sometimes they just go way over the top. They forget what would look nice or not and just create anything possible. There have been fashion shows where models have worn dresses made out of hair, condoms, and one designer attached real humans together in weird ways to make a statement. What are you trying to convey?
I think that they haven't lost the plot, right? I mean, fashion designers, they do like to bring out their creativity on the runway. Way over the top. What's the point in living?
Right?
We gotta go way over the top.
You gotta be wearing a toilet.
Right.
You gotta be wearing a toilet on the runway.
Do we accuse chefs of going way over the top when they slather a burger in ketchup? No.
No, we don't.
No, we do not.
We're not allowed.
No.
Honestly, we're not allowed to talk about chefs. It's completely different from fashion. Fashion, you can talk every which way.
Oh, boo! Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this shirt looks like crap. But if you say, "Oh, you use too much ketchup, Mr. Chef,"
they'll cut your head off.
They have knives.
Yeah.
Because chefs are the most dangerous people in the world.
Right. The most dangerous people who traffic in the yummy. The most weapon endowed yummy experts. It's crazy, the dichotomy of the life of a chef. Because you spend so much time around sharp things, but also shiny things.
Shiny things. The counter.
Right.
The pan.
Right. And then you got this tremendous heat. We're talking 450 degrees Fahrenheit. And then the freezer.
The chilling freezer.
The ice
where
cream.
the cold meat and ice cream is kept.
A chef deals in such extremes. They deal with really...
Which is why it makes sense why Bourdain was so punk rock.
Right. Because a chef knows if you're going to make a dinner, you want it salty. But then dessert comes.
You want it sweet.
Yeah. Oh, a sweet dinner. And look.
And don't combine the two.
Right.
Because you'll freak me the fuck out.
Well, maybe this is where it comes similar to fashion, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how many famous chefs we have, but if a chef said, "I'm going to make a salty dessert," would people say, "Oh, great"?
this fucking shit again.
Classic chef.
Yeah, classic fucking chef mood. You're gonna make it salty. You're gonna make salty ice cream.
Fuck you. I say it's the same across the board. What's the point in living if you can't have a salty dessert? Who cares if it's sweet or not? I would like a dessert that's purely salty sometimes.
Yeah, just a brick of salt.
Well, that's too salty. That's just too salty. I was talking to Matthew Golden about this. It's like, is there such a thing as too salt? It's all just salt.
Yeah.
Like, you put salt in your mouth, you're just like, you don't go like, whoa, that is salty. Just like, oh, that is the taste of salt.
I guess I've done that.
Right. I
I've
guess if you
fucked
have
up
a
a
mouth
meal.
full of salt. I mean, you can throw up if you have too much salt, right? That's what they
can?
say.
Oh, yeah.
You can make yourself throw up with like water and a ton of salt.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. It's just salt.
Yeah. It's just salt. You know what the problem is though? You make yourself throw up with that because you don't have any pepper.
Right.
You have to put pepper in it.
Yeah, exactly. Like if you oversalt the pasta water,
Yeah.
you just put some pepper in. Yeah.
It's the only thing that counterbalances it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you're lost at sea, you might want to bring a mirror so that a ship can see
A mirror
you.
and some pepper.
Yeah.
Pepper up the ocean.
Right.
That's how you sterilize the ocean water.
A straw made of pepper. Then you can just sort of sip directly from the ocean.
Like those guys that make the knives and the plates made of salt.
Right. Knife made of salt, fork made of pepper, spoon made of sugar.
Oh. And
Plate made of ketchup.
burger made of meat.
Burger made of delicious ground beef. That would be good.
Bun made of wheat.
Bun made of wheat. Bar made of chocolate.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
God, that would hit.
Oh my God, that would hit. We should just pause right now and go get one.
Is this whole list about fashion trends? Because now I've got my mind on ketchup.
Yeah. It is 2 lists.
All right, well, let's go through
because I thought that the
one.
first one was kind of a little weak, but
No, let's do the fashion trends.
Let's do fashion trends. So here's the list of the 10 bizarre things. Night suit in the day. One of the most bizarre fashion
number
trends.
10, folks.
Number
It only
10.
gets more bizarre from here.
Oh, and it gets bizarre. Some of them are pretty bizarre.
Night suit in the daytime. I guess this is quite bizarre. I'm
Yeah.
looking at this image, but on the left it does
I
look
didn't
like
know
a
that that's a
nightgown
night
to me.
suit.
Yeah. On the left it
This
looks like
doesn't. To me, a night suit's made of metal and chainmail.
right.
This just looks like some lingerie.
But
or
I guess I'm
something.
not a fucking fashion expert. I guess I'm a fucking dipshit if I think that
I guess
that's
I'm
supposed
fucking
to look like
stupid if I
chainmail.
think this is a night suit.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is bizarre. If I saw, but I guess these are women wearing this is a night dress, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is. I really like the captions on these are really good. One of the most bizarre fashion trends we have recently seen on runways and red carpets is the night suit in fashion. Now, you might be confused, but people are literally wearing night suit for events. Brands have come out with slip dresses, which are basically sexy nighties turned into dresses, and some wear the good old pajamas in a robe. If you're so sleepy, why don't you stay at home?
True.
Fucking destroyed.
If you're so sleepy, why don't you stay home?
Why don't you stay at
Maybe
home?
because this is a fashion trend, you hating bitch. Ladies, if any of your female peers says to you, if you're so sleepy, why don't you stay at home?
Hit them with that.
Ever heard of a fashion trend?
Mm-hmm. Ever heard of where
Yeah.
I had to use one sound effect in the episode.
Yeah,
I had to use at least one.
I'll kill you.
I'll fucking kill you.
Great. Yeah. The sleepy shotgun user.
Yeah. Number 9, the hideous case of socks and sandals.
Okay, for me, the worst shoe trend is the Crocs.
I absolutely hate the shape of them.
I can't stand them. But this trend just won the trophy. Socks and sandals is the new shoe trend. It is absolutely horrendous. Girls are wearing sandals, and not the flat ones with thick neon colored socks in them. How exactly does that look flattering?
And that's not a sandal, this picture. This is just a sock in like a kitten heel or something.
I'm more interested in the background of this image. It's just so tastefully, it just conveys a mood. It's like you can tell that it's overcast. Mm-hmm. This is perfect. I will say, for the watchers, this is the kind of...
Watchers are eating good today. I'll say that. This image just screams vibes. Straight up. But no, I mean, when you get a little bit of like that frost on the ground, you're walking on stone, and there's like you can tell that the grass is like dewy. You can tell exactly when this image was captured. 9 a.m. on like an October morning. Yeah, and this is like a photo shoot for like Temu.
Oh yeah,
for these Temu sandals or the socks.
Yeah,
maybe the socks.
I like this. I mean,
what do you think they're selling here? Do you think it's the sandal or the shoe or the sock? Because in my mind, it's selling the sock.
I would say, yeah, the sock looks good here.
Yeah, the sock looks the best.
Well, that's the other thing too, is like if you walk around wearing heels, everyone's gonna think like, oh, she's basically like a walking advertisement for those heels. Mm-hmm. You wear socks, suddenly people are like, oh, I guess she just comes with those heels. Those heels must just be a part of her essence.
Yeah, that's just her thing.
Yeah.
I guess she was born with that.
Yeah, I can't hope to have those heels.
No, I could never have the heels. But
those
the
socks, though, yeah.
The socks, maybe.
Right. She seems to be showing off her socks in the same way that, like when I have a fart, I don't want people to comment, and I don't want anyone to be talking about what I ate to produce that fart.
No, talking about the eating thing is,
no,
that's too far.
Now I'm thinking about a food fart.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Now I'm associating fart with food.
Right. which I don't like doing.
I hate that.
No, but I like the idea that my farts are just a part. Whatever they smell like, that's just from me. That's just I was born with this
I made
smell.
that shit.
Yeah,
That's
from
all
within.
me.
Yeah. This is a hideous case. I hate this. What's the next one?
The next one is colored armpit hair. There are fashion trends that are weird, and then there are those that are downright gross. This is one of the most bizarre fashion trends. The new fashion trend endorsed by celebrities like Miley Cyrus of dyeing the armpit hair of different colors. Women have grown their armpit hair and gotten them dyed. Apparently, this shows a symbol of feminism, but I just see gross hair.
I think your hair should always match your armpit hair. So.
Yeah. And your eyebrows, too.
Right.
Any type of hair on your body has to match your head.
Yeah, I agree. This is just, this is just normal sort of Autobot behavior.
Yeah. This is normal stuff.
You just want to have a color scheme.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it's like, this is like when kids were like, oh, the point of Bionicles is that you can interchange all the parts.
No, it's not.
Like, no, I have my red one, my blue one. The blue one has a blue weapon. The red one has a red weapon.
You're not supposed to interchange them. And if you do, you're missing the point.
Yeah. So I think, at least in this image, this lady has lovely teal hair and lovely teal armpits.
And a teal shirt.
And a teal shirt.
If you change the color of it.
I personally want to fuck, marry, kill, fall in love with... I want to run the gamut with a...
You want to fuck, marry, and kill this lady? Is that what you're saying?
I don't actually want to kill her. But everything else, I would love to have a lovely meal with her. But I don't want to spend time with someone who feels like their style is all like shrinked up, like, oh, I've got this from over here. Your entire outfit should be from
one color.
Yeah, it should be
one place.
One color from one place. And you should match.
Yeah.
You should be a pink person.
If you want to be a pink person that day, you have to be a pink person. You have to be a pink person.
Right.
If you want to be green.
Well, if you want to fuck, marry, and get down with me.
Yeah.
If you want to fuck, marry, get down with me. If you want to fuck,
marry, get down with Pierce, you got to be pink or different colors.
Yeah. Hey. Hey. Must be a color. Okay.
The next one is eye tattoos. And if you look closely at this image, zoom in a little bit if you can, because this is supposed to be an eye tattoo, but it looks like it is just a picture of a bottle of vodka and a lion.
I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. It's so bizarre and scary.
Yeah, this one is just plain weird. They say people have gotten tattoos for centuries with the resources they have had. We'll just stop it there.
Wow, Jubio, give her a
Jubio
lovely tattoo. That's amazing. Jubio, you should be giving this lady a tattoo.
Yeah,
don't you think?
Let's see your tattoo.
You could ink her up. All right, that's not quite an eyeball tattoo, but this is. Look, if you have this tattoo, I will fucking marry and kill you. Hoo-wee. All right, what's the next one, Pat?
The next one is Barbie flu. Now, Barbie flu, they say... they say...
Oh, not Barbie fever. I get it. It should be Barbie fever.
But it's flu.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Remember when
Barbecue.
We were kids?
When are we going to have a barbecue? When is that going to be the latest fashion trend?
I almost brought over the grill. I was going to have the grill right here.
We should do a grill.
Yeah. Do a grill episode?
Yeah, just right outside.
Oh, like after
No,
this?
not indoors.
Oh. I thought we were going to do it indoors.
No, man. Come on.
But remember when we were kids and played with Barbies? Yeah, those were the simpler times. However, the Barbie fever has gone a little out of hand and turned into what is now known as the Barbie flu. In Ukraine, women are turning themselves into living Barbies by getting plastic surgeries done. The men aren't far behind either and are getting surgeries done to look more like Ken. A city full of human dolls? That's just terrifying.
Not really. I think as long as you're like...
City full of human dolls? What are you talking about? L.A.? Come on now.
Nice. That's what I wish would happen. No, I think it's normal. As long as people are shitting, sneezing, farting, coming, They're, it's not scary.
Yeah.
I'm not scared of, even if you look like a beautiful, even if you look like the sexiest thing ever made, I'm not going to be scared of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually don't find it scary when men and women look gorgeous.
I do.
Oh, yeah? That's why you're never going to be the president, man.
Yeah. You think that's why? Not because I don't have a following, like you said before?
You have a following.
No.
Yeah, you do.
Not anymore.
Not anymore? Ever since this episode came out?
Ever since this episode came out.
All right, what's the next one? I have Barbie flu.
The next one is ear gauging.
No, this is good.
Yeah.
What's the awesome list? Let's spleed through this, man.
Okay, yeah. Ear gauging, then gothic lolitas.
God, that is awesome.
We all know the craze coming out of Comic-Con. Then the next one is hoof footwear.
You know what I like about gothic lolitas? Is that I think this probably reminds people of the developmental moment of burning a marshmallow. That soft, perfect, gooey white. Like you touch one of these gothic lolitas and you feel like your finger's gonna get stuck in them, like they're Lilith from Evangelion.
I've never seen it, man.
And then on the outside, you've got this perfect black, crispy charcoal, papery. Like you could just peel their clothes off and it would turn to ash in your hand. This is giving campfire marshmallow. They
should have called it that.
Yeah.
They should have called this marshmallowing.
They should have. This is giving
Gothic Lolita. Gothic, first of all, that reminds me of self-harm.
And
then Lolita reminds me of that book about the pedophile. And now, if you said these are marshmallow girls, I'd be on board. I'd say, hey, there should be more marshmallow girls.
Yeah, I want to make it with a marshmallow. Did you?
I want to be a graham cracker.
I hate s'mores, man. I think they're disgusting. But
I
realized,
also hate them, but I like s'more flavored things.
Yeah, it's pretty good. What I realized about s'mores is that it's something to talk about. I mean, I think otherwise, when you're sitting by a fire, someone's going to be like, so what are you guys scared of? It's just like, I know we're sitting by a fire, but you actually don't have to talk about weird stuff. We can just continue to drink beer and make jokes.
S'mores are there just so because you're going to fuck them up.
Right.
Unless you're really good at s'mores, that means you practiced.
Right, which is also weird.
Yeah.
But but the other thing I don't like is like when people intentionally put their marshmallow into the fire, it lights on fire and then they blow it out. It's like, and then they say, I like it this way. I'm just like,
no, you don't.
Yeah. You should be more dexterous. Even if you like them that way, don't do something that announces that you don't have any fine motor skills.
Yeah.
Show off for the children who are at the fire and say, one day you'll be a grown-up and you won't fucking burn the shit out of your marshmallow.
One day you'll make these in the microwave at home.
I like them perfectly toasted. That's what you should be saying.
I like a perfect s'more.
Yeah. Yeah, grabbing with perfect autistic posture, taking all of your s'more ingredients from the fireplace inside and then coming back outside. Look, I even cut the crust off.
I made these in the microwave.
Look.
Yeah. Have you ever tried to do that? I just remembered trying to make...
I always hated them.
I tried to make s'mores in the microwave when I was maybe 6 or 7. And when you put a marshmallow in the microwave, it doesn't char.
No.
It expands and it gets really, really big. And I just remember exploding a marshmallow in the microwave when I was staying home from school and my mom was at work and just not knowing how to clean it up. Because I was 6. I shouldn't have been playing with the microwave anyway, and just full. I think
as far as playing with the microwave goes, that's probably
that's the least.
That's where it begins and ends, I think.
Yeah,
it doesn't get more fun than that.
No, because you watch it expand, and then
did I tell
the
you
explosion.
I went to daycare a lot as a kid, and then there was this kid Ben who he picked up a. Maybe I told this story on the pod before, but on the playground it was just wood chips on the ground. That's what we would play on, and he picked up a handful of wood chips, and then there was some tissue paper from the art room, and then he wrapped the wood chips in tissue paper, and then he was like, "This is a firework," and then he was like, "I'm gonna go home and light this."
Yeah,
and I said, "Okay." I don't think it'll work, but we'll see. And then he came back and he was like, dude, I lit that firework. You want to know what happened? And I was like, what? And he was like, it lit up like a campfire, man. And I was like, right, so a fire. It lit on fire.
You just made fire.
Yeah. All right, so
next is hoof footwear.
No, never.
Meggings.
Nope.
Men's leggings. The Hitler craze. Hitler died many years ago, but his fashion sense has stayed. Thailand has been seen recently with a Hitler fashion craze. People are seen wearing shirts with Hitler's face, accessories, posters, and many other things. We are very worried about the Thai nation.
Yeah, the Hitler craze.
This is just one thing that happened a long time ago.
Right. You know what I hate when it comes to fashion is nucnear weapons.
Yeah. Oh, I hate that.
God damn.
Then the next one is the next one is the top 10 reasons, unselfish reasons to not have kids. And this, you see a lot about Adriana John, the writer of the last two articles. In these next slide. Yeah, this is just like the arguments about that. But the first reason to not have kids.
Wait, I'm sorry. I'm not really grasping the double negative. Unselfish reasons to not have kids instead of selfish reasons to not have kids. Oh, so she's just saying to not have kids is inherently unselfish.
Top 10 reasons. It's supposed to just say top 10 reasons to not have kids.
Right. Got it.
But yeah, they're saying it's unselfish.
The act itself is commendable because of unselfishness. I get it.
Yeah, the first thing on the list here was, are you ugly, short, fat, thin, or do you have a large nose or thick lips or whatever? There must be one physical feature of yours that you would have liked to be different. You didn't have a choice. Neither will your child. Your children will inherit your physical and character defects. I am really short, and I know what it's like to be short. It sucks. I sometimes wish I was never born at all. I'm not going to create another short human being. Isn't it selfish to create a person with a defect that you are very well acquainted with? In a sense, we trap little souls of babies in bodies they might not like.
Yeah, in a sense. You know, I'm sure that there have been people who have said to their parents, you know, I wish I was never born, right?
That's this whole article.
Right, I know. Well, Matthew Golden and I were talking a lot about the anti-natalist movement. And have you heard of this woman, Chris Corda?
No.
She started this thing called the Church of Euthanasia, and the tenets of the Church of Euthanasia are cannibalism, sodomy, suicide, and I think abortion. And it's all about how having children is inherently it's ecologically dangerous, and the only solution is to not have kids. But she also makes music, and there's this one song called "Baby Batter Bingo" that's really good. And it's just like funny songs about how having kids is stupid.
Is this one of these parody churches?
Yeah, it's a parody church.
Is this one of these parody churches that's making fun of religion?
Yeah. I think it's
that
just
sounds like a load of crap to me.
it's really dark.
Yeah.
It's really dark crap.
Sounds like a bunch of dark crap.
Yeah.
That sounds like something that only exists in the boys universe.
No, it's real.
Oh my
it's in
God.
our universe right now.
What the crap is that?
Children must have said, I've never said it, but
Yeah.
Mom, Dad, why did you even do this?
Yeah.
I don't want to be born.
Well-
But it would be so funny to say, look at this.
Look what you made.
Look at my ugly nose.
Oh, look what you made on my face.
Yeah. You knew that I was going to have this cock.
You knew my cock was going to be this small. There's a reoccurring theme in Adriana John's work, which is this next thing. You won't contribute to any more violence. And they said if Hitler's mom read this article and decided to not have kids, a lot of innocent people would have not been tortured, and also his name wouldn't even appeared in this article.
Right.
That's such an awesome thing.
I know.
If Hitler's mom didn't have him, I wouldn't even have said it.
Yeah. Even Hitler was a cream pie gone wrong. They probably thought, Hitler's parents probably thought, what's wrong with a cream pie?
Fuck it. Why not?
Yeah.
Let's not use the condom. Fuck
Yeah.
it. Oh, no.
Right. I mean, you don't know because this kind of everyone wants their sex life to be private, but if people were constantly writing about their sex lives, if there was a sort of a public sex catalog where every sexual experience was written out in exhaustive detail, we would know whether or not Hitler was a fluke, like maybe his parents were always the jizz on the belly types.
Jizz on the bed type.
Jizz on the bed, jizz on the belly, jizz on the forehead.
Yeah, just don't do it on me.
What if we had the evidence, if we could go back and read the book, we could see maybe Hitler's mother was sleeping in a cum puddle.
And it swam up.
Maybe she was tossing and turning in bed and accidentally got submerged in the crusty cum puddle. I mean, who's at fault there?
Yeah.
Then it's just...
It's the bed's fault.
Right.
You have to burn the bed.
Right. Bed bug.
Yeah. Bed bug style.
You'd have to burn the bed. Bed bug style.
Yeah. This next one is consent cannot be sought. And the same thing, it's just like this person saying like, well, no one wishes to be born. Maybe they're a part of this church.
Well, it is. I don't want to give everyone the anti-natalist pill, but this is the graph. There's a graph on Wikipedia, like a Putnam square that gives you this. Is like, it's bad to cause suffering. It's good to prevent suffering. It is good. If you have the chance to cause suffering and you do, that's bad. If you have the chance to cause suffering and you don't, that's neutral. If you have the chance to cause joy, that's good. If you have the chance to not cause joy, that's neutral. But
they could have just made it one statement. They didn't have to make this square.
Cut that part too. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I think you should have a little fucker in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
I just really, it's so funny to like be on this website making these like kind of lists and like your day to day, like making lists that are like the gift hamper is the best gift for dad. And then like throwing in like your whole thing was like, I fucking wish I was never born. I'm stuck making these goddamn lists all day. Right. Fashion's weird.
Well, I mean, you bring up a good point, especially with Father's Day. Is like, I mean, we wouldn't even have this amazing holiday.
We wouldn't have Father's Day if no one was born.
That's right.
Which this article is saying, I wish no one was born.
I wish no one was born.
No one else was born.
Well, I think that we should probably not have. I think the ideal world is that no more babies are born, but we still have plenty of fathers.
Yeah.
So if only there was a way to father something other than a human baby.
Like a bug?
Like a bug. I guess that would be nice.
Yeah. We could have a type of bug dad.
If we could nut on a bug.
And it
made something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice. That would solve the problem. We could still celebrate Father's Day. Although, who wants to get a gift from your bug? A Father's Day gift from your... Father's Day gifts
they'd probably give you just like a piece of dust.
They'd probably give you a piece of dust or an egg or another bug.
Or hair that they found.
A piece of hair, a piece of grass, but always a piece of something.
Yeah.
Not that Father's Day gifts are even that good nowadays.
Would it be a full-size bug? We don't have to keep doing the list. We've made enough time. The list kind of falls off really bad. There's a lot of reading in here.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that you had me on because I can kind of this kind of stuff is really important to me.
Yeah, I know.
The question of whether or not to have children, that kind of thing actually does affect me deeply. Yeah. So I'm sorry that I can't make a ton of. I would rather talk about nutting on a bug.
Yeah, me too. Honestly. Yeah.
So what do you want? You want to end this? You want this to be the last episode?
This is going to be the last episode of Two Peas in a Pod, I think. Unless something else happens.
Unless something else happens.
Yeah.
In this world.
Yeah, something else could happen in this world. Maybe Caleb's on a Boeing plane right now.
Right. Caleb is with his father right now, right?
I think so.
If everything has gone according to plan. When is...
You're saying you're saying that like you had a hand in it.
No.
Like you bought Caleb the plane ticket and you're like, yeah, just wait.
Just wait.
Mm-hmm. You're going to see something you like pretty soon.
It is so weird for parents to continue hanging out with the results of their cream pies. Oh, I'm going to feed...
You think your dad ever looks at you and is like, that's my nut. That was once my nut.
No.
No.
I think it's weird that he doesn't think that.
Yeah.
I think it's weird that he's convinced himself that I am my own conscious entity.
No, you're just your dad's nut.
I know, but he won't admit it.
Mm-hmm.
Neither of my folks will.
They
My
got
mom
it.
won't say my egg is on a roll. They're always like, oh, he's his own little superstar.
No, they're never saying, oh, my egg. They're never taking responsibility.
Right. But I'm sure Caleb's mom recognizes him as an egg.
Because of his head.
An egg gone right. Caleb is bald. He has a head like an egg.
I don't know where's the good one? Where's the one that everyone likes?
Ketchup. I saw a ghost.
All right, another 15 minutes of soundboard.
Yeah, another 15 minutes. Here we go.
Fatality.
Okay, this one is just wait, talk for a second.
Hello. Great. Yeah, there's a reason, Patrick, that it's not Two Peas in a Pod podcast.
Why? You don't think that 2 peas in a pod could take off?
I think truly the soundboard would be the star of our show. I think
Podcast About List presents Show and Learn with Cameron Fetter.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah. Genuinely
Trying to recover.
Genuinely, I'm getting like upset that I can't.
What are you trying to find? That one?
It's off.
Okay.
It's off of here. Did somebody take it off? What the Oh, here it is. This has been the first and only episode of the 2 Peas in a Podcast. And we want to say thank you for listening. Thank you, Pierce, for agreeing to do this.
You're welcome. What would a solo episode have been? I'm just curious.
Would have been me just talking to myself while Julio would have been forced to sit there and switch the cameras while I'm talking to myself. Mm-hmm. I've done a solo episode before.
Yeah.
I've done 2. The first one was fine. The second one is the worst episode in the show's existence. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I would have just been fully panicking and being like, I'm sucking right now.
It's really hard to tell whether or not I am if I can do anything to alleviate that. I think I'm a textbook maniac. I think I'm a hysterical person. So I wonder if I do anything to curb that instinct.
Who knows?
I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out tomorrow when this comes out. And you'll find out. And you'll see us at our show on the 13th of August. Mm-hmm. At Littlefield in Brooklyn. We have an exciting show for you guys.
Just me and Patrick.
Yeah, it's going to be me and Pete.
It's a 2-man sketch show.
Yeah. That would be kind of crazy if
you and I
did a 2-man sketch show.
You and I just decided to be a duo.
Yeah.
Really confused
2
everyone
peas
else.
in a pod.
Yeah. You are so on one with 2 peas in a pod. It's great.
It's the best name I've ever come up with.
It's so interesting that it's never...
We've never done an episode that's just us 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other guys are 2 C's in P.
With Jay.
Right. With Jay?
Julio.
Uh-huh.
All right, well, thank you, everybody, for listening. We're sorry that the episode
is missing.
How are we going to feel one day when we're famous movie stars and then we pass away tragically?
He kind of looks like he looks like Caleb a little bit.
Looks like me.
He
looks way more like you.
Put a lot of weight on you. Kind of looks like you. Got a blonde mustache and hair like that.
It doesn't look like me at all.
Kind of looks like you, man.
Look, he has tiny, beady
Smile.
little eyes.
Oh, he was in North Pole Open for Christmas from
Oh!
2015.
I didn't see that.
And he was born in Chico, California.
Chico, where the freaks go.
Chico, where the
But
freaks go.
what are we gonna? How are we gonna feel? We're gonna look back on all of our transgressions so
What
poorly.
have you guys been talking about this whole time?
We're trying to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're trying
You
to
don't-
talk.
yeah.
So there we go. Yeah, turn it off, which means sit down. One day, I already have one in. See, somehow without the mic, you're still interrupting me. One day we will die. Sadly.
Yeah, maybe you will.
Sadly, stop looking cute. I don't have anything on my forehead. Do I? What do I have? Eyebrows? No. A line?
A hat?
I have a hat. I have a line on my forehead.
It's a shadow from your hat.
Oh, it's just a
Spill.
shadow.
The brim.
Stop doing this. You can talk. I'm sorry I said that. I'm so sorry. No, come on. You have to talk. You have to talk. I'm really sorry. I wish I never did that. And you just
I'm
put
trying.
this in
I'm
on
trying
your
to
tongue.
speed run the most unkind obituary.